Is it possible that the people we least expect to succeed are the ones shaping our future? In this video, we will uncover how black sheep, often viewed as outsiders, are in fact the true pioneers of change. We'll look into their unique traits, their roles in innovation, and their profound impact on society and businesses. In every community, be it a family, a school, or a workplace, there are those who stand out, not because they seek attention, but because their very essence seems to defy the expected norms. These individuals, often labeled as black sheep, carry a badge that is both a burden and a blessing. While the term itself may conjure images of loneliness and exclusion, there's a richer narrative to these vibrant personalities. Black sheep are characterized by their independent thinking. They do not just follow where the path may lead, they tread where there is no path, and in doing so, they leave a trail. This independence often comes with a cost, misunderstandings and social isolation, yet it is the same quality that instills in them the strength to challenge outdated norms and propose novel ideas. They are the dreamers who imagine the unimaginable, the thinkers whose ideas seem too risky or too early for their time. What makes these individuals truly stand out is their resilience. Being a black sheep isn't easy. It often means facing skepticism and criticism from those around them. However, it is this very adversity that forges their character, making them not only tough, but also deeply empathetic towards others who face exclusion. Their journeys are filled with stories of not just overcoming, but also of transforming the challenges into stepping stones for innovation. Their distinctiveness can also be seen in their creative pursuits. For black sheep, creativity is not just a talent or skill, it is a means of expression, a way to communicate their inner world, which is so vividly different from the norm. They often excel in fields that allow for artistic expression and innovation, as these arenas provide them not only with solace, but also a platform to influence and reshape. In essence, the traits of black sheep, resilience, independence, and creativity, are not just quirks of character. They are the very engines of change. In a world that often prizes conformity, black sheep challenge us to think differently. They remind us that change does not come from following the crowd, but from fostering and celebrating unique perspectives. It is these perspectives that have the power to question the status quo and push humanity towards new horizons. Imagine a world where the norm is to walk the beaten path, yet there are few who dare to step off the path and carve new routes. These are the black sheep, the innovators whose very nature refuses to fit the mold. Their journey is not about rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It's about a deep-seated need to explore beyond the visible and create pathways that have never been walked before. These pioneers possess an intrinsic drive to question everything around them. The conventional, the accepted, and the traditional do not satisfy their curiosity. They look at the world, see what it could become, and set out to transform it. This transformation often begins with a simple "what if?", a question that opens doors to endless possibilities. What if we could communicate across the globe in an instant? What if we could travel to space and back? The black sheep think these thoughts not as fantasies, but as challenges to be tackled. Their innovation is not limited to grandiose technological advances. It encompasses new ways of thinking, new forms of art, and revolutionary approaches to solving age-old problems. They use their unique perspectives to connect dots that others might not even see as related. This ability to synthesize disparate ideas can lead to breakthroughs that reshape industries, redefine genres, and revolutionize societal norms. For black sheep, the act of creation is also an act of resilience. Each innovation is a response to the resistance they've encountered, a proof of their endurance. In the arts, their innovative works often challenge the aesthetic norms and push the boundaries of what is considered acceptable. In business, their disruptive ideas reshape markets and change consumer behavior. Their contributions often go unrecognized at first, sometimes derided as impractical or unrealistic. Yet over time, the value of their innovations becomes undeniable. They are the ones behind movements that shift cultural landscapes and technological advancements that redefine how we live. Thus, the role of black sheep as innovators is not just about creating new things, but about creating new ways to think about everything around us. Their legacy is not measured merely in products or services, but in the expanded boundaries of human potential. Their paths are testimonies to the power of innovation, born of a refusal to conform, highlighting that real change often starts on the fringes, in the minds of those who see the world differently. Throughout history, the tapestry of social change has often been woven by those who stood out, those who not only saw a different future but dared to push toward it. These black sheep, with their radical ideas and fierce determination, have been at the heart of many pivotal social movements. Their roles have not just been about leadership. They've embodied the spirit and the voice of the change they wish to see. In times of social stagnation, when most huddle comfortably within the confines of the known, black sheep venture out. They question, challenge, and dismantle the oppressive norms that many take for granted. Their courage to stand alone, to speak out when silence pervades, ignites the fire of movements. They are often the first to call out injustices, the first to demand reform, and the first to face the backlash that comes with such claims. Take, for example, the civil rights movements that have reshaped nations. The leaders and key figures we remember, the visionaries, were often those initially criticized for their radical views. They proposed ideas of equality and justice that seemed too bold, too impractical in the eyes of the contemporary mainstream society. Yet it was their unyielding resolve and their ability to inspire and mobilize others that broke barriers and built bridges towards inclusivity. Black sheep in social movements bring not only vision, but also innovation in strategy and communication. They harness the power of words, art, and media to convey their messages, reaching across cultural and geographical boundaries to inspire solidarity and action. Their strategies often redefine the methods of activism, from peaceful protests to digital campaigns, each tailored to pierce the prevailing public consciousness. Moreover, their influence extends beyond the movements they spearhead. By challenging the status quo, they encourage others to question and rethink their own views. Their legacy is a more conscious society, aware of its flaws and more willing to amend them. They cultivate a culture where questioning is safe and necessary for growth. Thus, black sheep are not merely participants in social movements. They are catalysts of moral and ethical evolution. Their journeys remind us that significant change often starts with a single voice, one brave enough to say what others only dare to think. In the structured world of corporate leadership, where strategies and protocols often follow a predictable path, black sheep emerge as unexpected visionaries. These individuals, with their unconventional ideas and bold decision-making, not only challenge the norms, but also redefine what it means to lead. Their approach to leadership often injects a much-needed dynamism into the corporate landscape, propelling companies towards innovative horizons. Black sheep leaders are known for their ability to see beyond the current market and anticipate needs and opportunities that have yet to be realized. Their forward-thinking approach is not rooted in the safe continuation of what has been proven, but in the risky exploration of what could be. This might involve diversifying into unexplored markets, investing in new technologies, or adopting business models that disrupt the status quo. Their leadership style is also markedly different. Instead of maintaining rigid hierarchies, they foster environments where creativity and open communication are paramount. They understand that great ideas can come from any level within the organization, and they cultivate these ideas by breaking down the barriers that typically stifle innovation. This not only drives progress, but also builds a more engaged and motivated workforce. Moreover, black sheep leaders possess a rare blend of resilience and adaptability. In the corporate world, their unconventional methods and ideas often meet with resistance, from skepticism to outright opposition. However, these leaders navigate these challenges with a blend of charisma and grit, often turning detractors into disciples through sheer results and tenacity. Consider the tech startups that have grown into global giants within a decade. Many of these companies were initially outsiders in their fields, led by individuals whose visions seemed far-fetched or premature, yet it was their leadership that disrupted industries, changed consumer behaviors, and shifted economic paradigms. These leaders were not just running companies, they were leading movements that redefined the future. In sum, black sheep in corporate leadership are the torchbearers of change and innovation. They are the ones who ask why not when faced with the improbable. Their contributions go beyond their companies, influencing entire industries and often the global economy. Their legacy is a testament to the power of leadership that dares to defy, to dream, and to disrupt. Imagine a world where every unique voice finds a hearing, where the unusual is not shunned, but celebrated. This is the world we inch closer to when we embrace the black sheep, those whose very existence challenges and enriches our norms. Embracing these individuals is not merely about tolerating differences, it's about actively valuing what they bring to the table: innovation, diversity, and transformation. In environments where black sheep are welcomed, the culture shifts from one of conformity to one of curiosity and exploration. Educational institutions that encourage questioning and unorthodox approaches tend to produce thinkers who later revolutionize industries. Companies that seek out and nurture these unique talents often find themselves at the forefront of innovation, outpacing competitors stuck in traditional ways of thinking. The process of embracing black sheep involves recognizing the barriers that typically sideline their contributions. It requires structural changes, such as implementing inclusive policies, creating platforms for diverse voices, and fostering a culture where challenging the status quo is safe and valued. It also means providing mentorship and support systems that allow these individuals to grow without conforming, ensuring their ideas can mature into innovations that lead the charge in their fields. Moreover, when society embraces its black sheep, it sends a powerful message about the value of diversity and the potential of every individual. It helps dismantle stereotypes and reduce the stigma associated with being different. Young people watching from the sidelines, who may see themselves as outsiders, receive a signal that they too have a place where their ideas can flourish. The benefits of such inclusivity extend beyond the personal and professional growth of the black sheep themselves. Diverse teams are known to be more innovative as they bring a variety of perspectives that can lead to more creative problem-solving. Societies that embrace diversity in all its forms tend to be more vibrant, resilient, and adaptable to change. In embracing the black sheep, we not only foster a breeding ground for the next generation of pioneers, but also build communities that are richer in empathy and stronger in their collective capacity for change. This is the essence of progress, moving forward not by erasing our differences, but by weaving them into the fabric of our shared future. We've explored how black sheep mold the contours of our world, driving change and innovation across various domains. Their journey teaches us the value of resilience and the power of different perspectives. Remember, the next time you encounter a black sheep, consider the potential they hold to pioneer the new paths that might lead us into the future.